Well, hello, Gloo Troopers, Max and Max's models, and I want to do a quick unboxing here before I head off and get set up for JaxCon. Finally got to the P.O. box today, and there were actually 4 packages waiting on me. The first one was this beautiful set of Canadian decals. There was no name on it, so I would like to ask whoever sent those to me to please let me know. You probably told me they were coming, and I've probably long since forgotten. I apologize, but thank you very much. They're beautiful decals. And the next thing I had comes from Mr. Harris, and it's the resin bombs and details and toilet for the Sky Raider toilet bomber, which we talked about earlier. So when I build one of those Tamiya Sky Raiders, I plan to put it in the toilet bomber markings and do it all up like that. He also sent me some Japanese Self-Defense Force F-86 Sabres, which, even though they're 1 to 250 scale, I know exactly what they're for, and it fits perfectly. They're for Godzilla because of the old advertising poster for the Godzilla movie. So now my Godzilla is holding a Japanese, properly marked Japanese saber jet. Thank you, Mr. Harris. And Mr. Cassidy sent me some photographs. These are from the classic era of air racing, and they're beautiful black and white. Some of them are signed. And of course, now that I have this, I have to go ahead and do the Gilmore paint scheme for Roscoe Turner's racing plane, his Weedle Williams plane. But also, he had a picture of Jimmy Weedle's Weedle racer. And yes, it's Weedle, not Waddell. And I saw that, and I'm like, wait a minute, I've already built that one. So now I had to, of course, go set that up and rearrange my entire vintage classic aviation shelf. But it looks great. Thank you for that, Mr. Cassidy. And Mr. Jordan sent me something. I was flabbergasted when I opened this, by the way. Hats off to ICM for the way they packed this thing. It's that gigantic 1 to 35 scale CH-54 Tarhe. I was flabbergasted. I did not expect something like that. That is absolutely beautiful. I've seen some build videos on it. Fantastic kit. It's even specific to the Fubai Army Airfield in 1968. And I believe that is a daisy cutter hanging off from it, or as we used to call it, instant drop zone. That was a massive parachute-borne explosive. They would drop down in the jungle when it would explode and create a hole in the jungle big enough for a helicopter to get in and out of. And very impressive. So thank you very much for that. This kit's amazing. I went ahead and took a quick look at it. It actually comes in 2 very thick boxes. And you take the top off, and the 2 boxes are separate, and one of them's got the rotor blades and clear parts, and the other one's got everything else. This thing puts the capital C on complex. This will be a long, slow build. There'll be no rushing this. One nice thing about it, fairly easy to paint because it's 90% olive drab, and a little bit of black, and then, of course, detailing the engines and rotors. But going to have to do a lot of research for this. This deserves my very best. So, Mr. Jordan, thank you very, very much for that. It's incredibly generous. I don't know how soon I'll get started on it, but it's definitely going to be up towards the start sooner. But then again, this will be one of those models that you build while you're building other stuff on the side, and just take it in little dribs and drabs. Don't try to rush it. I can't thank you, Gloo Troopers, enough for all these magnificent and thoughtful gifts, and I am off to go get ready for JaxCon. We'll talk to everybody later. You have a wonderful day, and as always, model on.